Hey, thanks for coming to Daphne Dishes. As a former Food Network host and restaurant owner, I want to give you some tips of how to cook, and don't be afraid to cook. So I've been asking people, what's an ingredient I can tackle that you are afraid to deal with or really don't know how to deal with? And the first one I got was leeks. That's one of my favorites. Leeks, for those who don't know, are part of the onion family. And my late husband, Chef Mark Phil, used to say leeks were the unsung onion cousin, or something like that. But basically, they're unsung. There's so many different things you can do with leeks. Today, I'm just gonna show you 2 things that you can do with leeks and how to store them, how to deal with them, and don't be intimidated by leeks. They are lovely, they are sweet, they are mild, and they really enhance a dish. Starting with the basic, this is a leek. It's long, it's big, but it can be reduced, and this is what I would do. Bring home your leek from your farmer's market or grocery store. Cut off those dark green leaves. You don't need them. Now, cut off the root. See? Now, cut down the middle. It's a fibrous, 0-calorie. It's full of minerals. It's actually quite good for you. Sand and dirt can get trapped in the leeks. Sometimes people say, oh, leeks are so difficult. They're not difficult. You just gotta fan it out under the water. These ones are pretty clear, pretty clean. But you will see on the outside one could be a little bit of dirt. That's fine, you've got enough, throw it away. Now, I then put all of the cut leeks in my little Rubbermaids, which I love, and now I've got plenty of room in my fridge and I can use it days later. Recipe number 1, pasta with pancetta, leeks, and mushroom. This is from Gordon Ramsay's book, Fast Food. Easy dinner you can make, pasta. Then we throw the pancetta in a pan with olive oil, brown it up. Then we're gonna add the leeks. Takes about 5 minutes for them to soften up. Remember, any recipe where you could use an onion, try using a leek. It's a different flavor profile, a little sweeter. We're gonna add the mushroom. Kids who go, I don't like mushrooms, it's fine. Eat around them because they don't realize how it's actually enhancing the flavor overall of the dish. My husband Mark worked on the first season of Kitchen Nightmares. He used to go scout some of the meals that Gordon would then go and visit, the restaurants, which means he got food poisoning sometime. Next, the recipe calls for creme fraiche. I didn't have creme fraiche. I had sour cream and cream, which is close enough. Sour cream's just a little more sour creme fraiche. So easy, nice to have a recipe of things that potentially you could have on hand. Mixed it all together. I was very pleased with this. I thought it was great. I also added some red chili peppers. I hope Gordon won't yell at me for that. Actually, he was always very nice, very, very respectful of my husband, so he never yelled at us. And that sweet taste of the leeks are a nice counterbalance, I think, to the heat of the red peppers and the saltiness of the pancetta. Oh, and I also put some toasted black pepper in there. Now, one of the things we always think about in restaurants is how to plate a dish. You don't think about it so much with the home cook, but I was chopping up some parsley, getting all ready, and then my Boy Scout son came along and said, no, I want more bacon. And he was about to go off to camp, so I want to give him what he wants. He needs more protein. So then I just chopped up the bacon and threw it in there. I can make adjustments. Bacon, parsley, and then get some fresh pecorino grated right on top. And there you've got dish number 1. How did it rate? Oh, he liked it. Recipe number 2. Now this is a leek sauce that I made on a different day for my daughter. I was going to be out that night and I had a very good steak that I knew that this would go well with. I did this recipe on my Food Network show, Daphne Dishes, and that one I made it with a porterhouse steak. But I'm just going to show you how to make the sauce regardless of what protein or what else you prepare with it because it's very versatile. So start off with some olive oil and butter, about 2 tablespoons of butter. Then put in the leeks. And that's about 2 leeks. It's 2 leeks, chopped up 2 leeks. Now I added some jarred garlic. It calls for about 2 tablespoons of chopped up garlic. Look, you've got fresh garlic, you want to chop it up, that's great. But I also really want to encourage you that if it makes it easier for you to have the shortcut of some jarred tomatoes or jarred garlic, go ahead. You're still doing yourself a favor. You're not having processed food. You're making healthy home cooking. I've used chicken broth in the first recipe. I'm using beef broth here. Either way works. The broth's going to reduce for about 6 minutes. Then add a 1/4 cup of cream, or half and half if that's what you have on hand. Mix that all together, the melange of flavors, and that's it. You have a wonderful accent for all kinds of proteins or vegetables. And I'm going to use my Vera Wang wedding china to use it for later. Why do we wait to use our good stuff? Just for Thanksgiving? I mean, it's just sitting in my china hutch collecting dust. No. I'm starting to use the good stuff now. I mean, what are we waiting for, right? Scrape that all in. And there you go. Got a nice leek sauce. I'm looking at this and I'm like, it actually doesn't look that appetizing, but it's really good. It's really tasty. Now you could also add more cream and make it more liquidy, creamy. It's just a good thing to have on hand. It smells pretty. Is there an ingredient that you're intimidated by or don't know how to cook? Let me know and I will try to help you out. Don't be afraid to cook.